Now, I will tell you what will happen now. What will happen now is that we will now be subjected to the corporate media talking about the death of the Tea Party, talk as if the Tea Party was anything other than the base of the Republican Party. I mean, what is the difference policy-wise between Chris McDaniel and Thad Cochran? Probably about zero. Now, yes, Chris McDaniel hangs out with people who maybe are in the KKK or, and I'm not being facetious with that. I mean, that is the case. And Chris McDaniel has a problem with these irregularities that were showing up at the polls. And the liberal Democrats, all those liberal Democrats in Mississippi. But what we're talking about is, again, one industry and two different companies that are in that industry. And what we will see in the Senate and in the House is simply more moves to the right by the Republicans, but not even, I mean, there's really no place for them to go ideologically. We are not talking about ideological differences. There is a reason why we don't use the word moderate Republicans anymore. There are no moderate Republicans. That speaks to ideology. We refer to them now as the Tea Party and the establishment. And really, that's just a distinction about money flows. And really, that's just a distinction about market share and branding. It's Coke and Pepsi, although I would say that the ingredients in those two things probably differ less than they do in Coke and Pepsi. It's media training. That's the difference that we're talking about here. And you can bet that this is just going to make the essence of the Republican base. That is their racism. And to be fair, it's not just racism. The Tea Party is not just about racism. The Republican base is not just about racism. It's also about homophobia and anti-Muslim fervor and secular hating, or I guess just a fundamentalism. So it's obviously not just about racism. It's about anybody they perceive as different from them. And it just so happens that race is a big part of that because they're all white. So this is just going to create a more virulent strain. And as the establishment just tweaks their brand a little bit to placate these people, because it will be interesting to see if it unleashes their inner don't like people who are different from us.